Nothing on 1 with a 554 on 2. Nothing on 3 with a 714 on 4. 411 on 5 with no answer on 6. All right, shooters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. Nothing on 1 with a 506 on 2 for shot and win to S-Man. Nothing on 3 with a 717 on 4 for shot and win to Dago Mike. We got nothing on 5, nothing on 6. Down here on 5 and 6, the score is 1-0.
1, 2, 3, 4, freeze. It's 5 and 6 only line. It's ready.
All right, shooters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. No hits.
Line is ready.
All right, shooters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set.
Whoa.
Nothing on 5 with a 417 on 6. Ties them up 1-1.
Line is ready.
All right, shooters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. No hits. All right, shooters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. Nothing on 5 with a 415 on 6. Change that score up 1-2.
But I was going to tell you something.
Line is ready.
All right, shooters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. No hits.
Like this.
Line is ready.
All right, shooters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. No hits.
You got a little nervous when they hear it.
This is shot 10 coming up. Shot 10. We are testing out some cameras out there. We're live right now, so just
Line is ready.
easy. All right, shooters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. No hits. So that's going to be shot winning to the kid. Alrighty, our next set of hand judges is going to be Deadeye Rosie on 1 with JD Derringer on 2. Ruger Rose on 3 with Blue Hawk on 4. Lone Horse on 5 with Crazy K on 6. We got Deadeye Rosie on 1 with JD Derringer on 2. Ruger Rose on 3 with Blue Hawk on 4. Lone Horse on 5 with Crazy K on 6. Gonna need an announcer.
I can announce.
There, I got you. Okay, so we got Savants kid on 1, back on 2, Dick Dan on 3, Kansas kid on 4,
Yeah, he
Concrete side on 5, and S Lady on 6. We got our hand judges, we got our shooters. Oh wait, looks like we need a hand judge on 1.
what round is this?
Deadeye Rosie on 1.
Deadeye Rosie. It's like a grenade.
Alright, while Deadeye's making her way to the line.
Okay, here we go. Load and make them ready!
Load and make ready has been given, shooters.
Alright, here we go. Hand judges down, good.
Alrighty, shooters, here it comes. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. Alright, we got none until we get up to lane 2 with a 10-20. No hits on 3 and 4. We got a 393 coming out on 5. Beats out that 686 on 6. Early scores are not 1, knocks out 1.
Line is ready.
And our line is ready. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. Alright, we got a 1068 on 2 for their second peg. Nothing on 3, got a 672 on 4 for their first peg. Nothing on 5 with a 657 on 6, tying that up 1-1.
Line is ready.
Just double checking scores. Alrighty, gunfighters, here we go. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. Alright, we got a 971 on 2 for their third peg, which is a shot and win. It's a Diamondback. We got no hits on 3, 4, and 5 until we get down here to lane 6 with a 654 for their second peg.
One, 2, freeze. Selection 3, 4, 5, 6. Line ready.
Alrighty, gunfighters, here it comes. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. Alright, we got a 753 on 3. A little bit quicker than that 767 on 4. Giving them their first peg. Tying that up 1-1. No time on 5. Falls to 695 on 6 for a shot and win to the Nestle.
Good job.
5 and 6 freeze. Selection 3 and 4 only. We got a gunfight up here, and the line is ready.
Alrighty, gunfighters, time to grip 'em and rip 'em. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. We got 2 good hits with a 694 on 3, just a little bit quicker than that 738 on 4. Making that score 2-1.
So it's 2-1, correct?
Score is 2-1.
Okay, gunfight.
And our line is ready. Shooters on the line. Shooters. Set. We got two more good hits. We got a 743 on 3. Falls to the 728 on 4, making this a gunfight 2-2.
Come on, boys. Come on, Joe.
Doing it out over here on 3 and 4.
Good. Tell them how dirty you are, boy. Trash talking is allowed. Line is ready.
Alrighty, gunfighters, here it comes. Shooters on the line. Shooters. Set. And we got an 839 on 3, closing it out for a shot and win to Dirty Dan.
Very good. First time out, guys, 694. Three rows.
Alright, coming up on the line is hand judges.
Could do that.
We got Deadeye Rosie coming up on 1. We got JD Derringer up on 2. We got Ruger Rose on 3. Looks like we got Lady Blue Hawk on 4. Then we got Lone Horse on 5. And then Crazy K on 6. No, those were the hand judges. Oh wait, no, yeah. Oh, my bad. Alright. Coming up on the line is hand judging. We got Blazing Bob on 1. We got Lil Smokey on 2. We got Yours Truly on 3. Got Mason Dixon on 4. Got Crazy May on 5. And we're gonna need a volunteer hand
Need a
judge.
change up. Change up. Range master, scorekeeper, announcer. Change
Range
it up.
master, scorekeeper, and announcer are needed.
Take the range.
Let's go, buddy.
I got the range. Alright, load and make ready. What'd they do with the ink pen? Hey, slow. Take the range. We got them loaded? Got them loaded? Yeah, they're loading now. There'll be 2 pens over here. Hold 2 out every freaking day. All right, shooters, hand judges it down. Line's ready. All right, shooters, stand easy.
You were scorekeeping. You took the pen? Straight by your foot.
Right there, by your foot. I know you were going, what the fuck? All right, shooters, here we go. The line's ready.
All right, gunfighters, here come your command. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. Nothing on 1, 2, or 3. We got a 949 on 4, nothing on 5, and a 362 on 6.
Nice. All right, shooters, here we go. Line's ready.
All righty, gunfighters, here come your command. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. All right, we got a 1519 on 1, but it's beat out by a 467 on 2. We got a 722 on 3, just edging out the 942 on 4, and nothing down here on 5 and 6.
All right, shooters, line's ready.
Alrighty, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. We got a 10-13 on one, but it's beat by the 479 on two. We got a 790 or 739 on three with no answer on four and nothing on 5 or 6. Our scores are not to 2, 2 to 1, and not to 1.
All right, shooters, line's ready.
Alrighty, gunfighters, here comes your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. Alright, we got a 10-51 on one, no answer on two, nothing on three, and 9-11 on four, nothing on 5, and a 360 on 6. That changed it up a little bit. It's now 1 to 2. Sudden death here on 3 and 4, and then not to 2 on 5 and 6.
All right, shooters, here we go. Line's ready.
Alrighty, gunfighters, here come them commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. Only one we're going to talk about is lane 4 with a 944. That's shot and wind of Blue Hawk. Alright, we still got gunfights going on 1 and 2 and 5 and 6. Where the score is 1 to 2 and not to 2.
Freeze. 1 and 2. 4, 5, and 6. Lights for you. Line's ready.
Alrighty, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. We got an 1141 on one, no answer on two, bringing them to sudden death 2 to 2. We got a 901 down here on 5 with no answer on 6, making that 1 to 2.
Right.
Shot number 7 coming up.
All right, shooters, here we go. Line's ready.
Alrighty, gunfighters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. We got a 1056 on one, no answer on two. That's shot and wind. Dead-Eye Rosie. We got nothing on 5 and a 354 on 6. That's shot and wind to Crazy Cake. We're going to need 5 volunteer hand judges. 5 volunteer hand judges. You get up there on the line and you just got through shooting. Turn around and hand judge, please. And up there on our line, we should have Blazing Bob on 1, Little Smokey on 2, Smoke Wagon Kid on 3, Mason Dixon on 4, and Crazy May on 5. Smoke Wagon Kid, Mason Dixon, and Crazy May, you guys are in bye round. Load accordingly.
All right, is this a buy round on 3, 4, and 5?
Correct.
All right, shooters, load them, make it ready.
Love on me. Give me 1 minute.
All right, shooters, here we go. The line's ready.
Alrighty, gunfighters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. The only one we're going to talk about is lane 1 with a 776.
Good hit. He's got a time over there, 777.
776. 776.
Oh, 776. Yeah, feet on her. All right, shooters, here we go. Line's ready.
Alrighty, gunfighters, here come your command. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. We got a 675 on 1, no answer on 2, nothing on 3, a 529 on 4, nothing on 5 or 6.
Got a hit with no time.
Yep.
You got a time back there?
On what?
On 5?
Yep, no time on 5. I got a 529 on 4.
Okay, so 5. Yeah.
Can the hand judges determine who hit first?
Yeah, no. Anybody know who hit first? No, I'm saying.
No, give it a shot.
All right, load up for a shot.
No, it's up to the hand judges.
Well, that's what I just
Hand
heard.
judges
They said they
determine-
couldn't tell.
They couldn't tell who hit first.
Well, Jim, tell him what you saw.
No, that's quite up, like I said.
And she said we can face the number like that. So
Okay, for 5 and 5 only.
kids have fun.
Fast as you can.
The line is ready.
Alrighty, gunfighter, here comes your command. Shooter on the line. Shooter, set.
Oh, man, that would have been good. All right, so you can step off.
But it shows right here that she's got net. She just yeah. It's showing in here, but for some reason it's not coming up on the
You guys can grab that.
She's got a net. Right here, round 4, X, 33, round DQ. Yeah, she's got a net.
All right, load them and make them ready. Look to hit on 4. I need 2 hand judges, by the way.
Yeah, the thing is, it's like, with her having an X, that's, not having an X, that keeps going, turn in. Not having an X.
Yeah.
All right, shooters, here we go. Line's ready.
Alrighty, gunfighters, here comes your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. Only one we're going to talk about is lane 1 with 716. That's shot and wind, a blazing Bob.
Okay, 1 and 2, you can step off if you want. Okay, freeze. Line's ready.
Alrighty, gunfighters, here comes your
Hold
commands.
on. She's stand up. She's still loaded. She's still loaded. I got it. All right, shooters, here we go. Line's ready.
Alrighty, gunfighters, here comes your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set.
All right. Let's try that again.
Alrighty, gunfighters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. We got a 502 on 3, no answer on 4.
All right, shooters, here we go. Line's ready.
Alrighty, gunfighters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. Nada.
Come on, crazy man, put him on the plate.
All right. Line's ready.
All come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. We got a 425 on 3, just barely edging out that 973 on 4. 2 to 0.
We need to give him a half second.
Line's ready.
All righty, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Nothing on 3, a 1072 on 4. 2 to 1. Shot number 6.
All right, shooters, here we go. Line's ready.
All righty, gunfighters, here comes your command. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Nothing on 3, 10-11 on 4. We are now sudden death, 2-2.
Don't let her win.
All right, shooters, here we go. Line's ready.
All righty, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. 406 on 3, no answer on 4. That shot and wind at a smoke wagon kid.
Come on, smoke wagon. Beating up on a little child like that?
Trust me, out of all the people who shoot you, those are the ones that are fucking 8 feet in the nose. They whip my ass on the regular. They just slow shooter. Yeah, that period.
Looks like they can go clean.
If you two ain't got nothing better to do,
Well, I'm reloading and let's go get him a shot.
well, you need to take a drive. And you need to be a navigator.
See, 5 of them. And I'm looking at it right here. Yeah, going over to that. Zero.
Wait, pickleball, you hurt yourself? I play, and I do that for 2 weeks.
Dead on razor. Or Dead Eye Rosie. Yeah. Now when I had the thing up over here, stuff on the papers. Yeah. Still showing 0? Yeah. Shows 1 on here. Alright. You seen that it says the X in there, so it was integrate. We have to take it slowly by round.
right, up on our line. Lone Horse, lane 1. Matanzas Kid, lane 2. Johnny Creekside, lane 3. Little Smoky, lane 4. Cherokeeville, lane 5. Dead on Daisy, lane 6. Once again, shooters on the line. Lone Horse, 1. Matanzas Kid, 2. Johnny Creekside, 3. Little Smoky, 4. Cherokeeville, 5. Dead on Daisy, 6. Hand judges. Lane 1, Mindy. Lane 2, Crazy May. Lane 3, Hummingbird. Lane 4, Sour Mash Kid. Lane 5, Easy Money. Lane 6, Ruger Rose. Once again, hand judges. Mindy, lane 1. Crazy May, lane 2. Hummingbird, lane 3. Sour Mash Kid, lane 4. Easy Money, lane 5. Ruger Rose, lane 6. I'm going to need an announcer and a scorekeeper, please. And who's taking the range?
You're gonna try.
Who's got the range?
I have the range. So we need
Slow has the range.
a scorekeeper and an announcer.
A scorekeeper and an announcer.
We got 1. We got 2. We got what we need.
I never know if I'm actually.
Oh, yeah.
And I want to rip something. Thank you.
Hand judge on 4. Sour Man, right?
He's coming.
All right, I got
I was gonna ask that of you.
I got hand judges. Shooters, load them, make them ready.
You want to load it ready, make a command has been given.
Load them ready.
That felt good.
Can't wait to start going swimming.
Ready, sir?
All right, shooters, here we go. Line's ready.
All right, gunfighters, here's your command. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. We got nothing on 1 with a 799 on 2. We got a 427 on 3, beating a 1450 on 4. Nothing on 5 and 6.
Line's ready.
All right, gunfighters, here's your commands. Shooters, set. Two and 3, we got 1169 on 4. 5, nothing on 6. Your early scores are not to 1, 1 to 1, 1 to not.
Hey, 1304 don't count.
1304 does not count.
All right, shooters, here we go. Line's ready.
All right, gunfighters, here's your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. We got nothing on 1 with an 896 on 2. Nothing on 3 with a 1210 on 4. We got a 1250 on 5. Nothing on 6. Scores are not to 2, 1 to 2, 1 to not.
Line's ready.
Fighters, here's your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. We get a 1037 on 1, beaten by the 708 on 2. Shot and win to Matanzas Kid. Nothing on 3 and 4. We got a 1267 on 5. That is a no time.
Good. 1 and 2, free. 3, 4, 5, and 6. The slide is for you, and the line is ready.
All right, gunfighters, here's your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. All right, we got nothing on 1. There's nothing on 3. We got a 1216 on 4. That's shot and win to Little smoky, so I couldn't see her. 992. Nothing on 6. Make it escort 2 to knot.
All right, 5 and 6. This light's for you. And the line is ready.
All right, gunfighters, here's your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. We got a 993 on 5, nothing on 6. That is shot in the wind to Cherokee Bill.
Shooters, holster guns, hands off guns. 1 and 6, down range. Roll.
Okay, hand judges coming to the line. JD Derringer on 1, Shootist on 2, S Lady on 3, Smokey Bear on 4, Deadeye Rosie on 5, and Dago Mike on 6. Again, hand judges to the line. JD on 1, Shootist on 2, S Lady 3, Smokey Bear 4, Deadeye Rosie 5, Dago Mike on 6. The hand judges in the horde: Diamondback, Kid Bacon, Smoke Wagon Kid, Crazy K, S-Man, and Mason Dixon. We're going to need an announcer.
I got shooter. I got head judge. Shooter. Load and make them ready.
Load and make ready's been given.
Clickety, click, click, click. Shit. I got you.
The person who's beat me, I think, the last 4 or 5 times I've got it.
All right, shooters, here we go. Line's ready.
All right, shooters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set.
Yippee-ki-yay.
We have a 10 flat on 2. That is it.
Line's ready.
All right, shooters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. The 10:07 on 2
Got it,
again.
baby. Got it. That old man out of his minute.
See what happens when you clean your guns?
That's right. That old man happens. Line's ready.
All right, shooters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set.
Hot dog.
Nothing on 1 with a 974 on 2 for shot and win to Crazy May. We got a 433 on 3, no answer on 4. We got a 426 on 5, no answer on 6.
Yeah, 1 and 2 freeze. 3, 4, 5, 6. This light's for you. And the line is ready.
All right, shooters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. Nothing until we get to lane 6 with a 741. Scores are 1 to not, 1 to 1.
All right, shooters. Line's ready.
All right, shooters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. No hits.
Line's ready.
All right, shooters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. Still practicing.
Okay.
Still practicing up there. Taking it easy on the scorekeeper.
that sometimes. Either right on or right off. Line's ready.
All right, shooters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. Nothing on 3, nothing on 4, with a 370 on 5 that just barely beats that 763 on 6.
Thank you, babe. Thank you, babe.
Tough one, tough one.
All right, shooters. Line's ready.
All right, shooters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. No hits. Scores are 1-0 and 2-1. Shot number 9 coming up.
Line's ready.
All right, shooters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. .408 on 3, no answer on 4. Shot and win to Hummingbird. Nothing on 5, nothing on 6. We got 1 shot left to tie 'em up. 1 shot left to tie it up.
Okay, 3 and 4 freeze. 5 and 6, this flight's for you. Line is ready.
All right, shooters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. No hits. So that's going to be shot and win to easy money.
Finally stop the bleeding against her.
Shooters, looking good. Hands off good. 1 and 6.
1 and 6, downrange to roll them. Alrighty, Hexy hand judges coming to the line. We got Diamondback on 1 with Kid Bacon on 2. The Smoke Wagon Kid again on 3 with Crazy K on 4. S-Man on 5 with Mason Dixon on 6. We got Diamondback on 1, Kid Bacon on 2, Smoke Wagon on 3 with Crazy K on 4, S-Man on 5 with Mason Dixon on 6. We're going to need a announcer and a scorekeeper. Announcer and a scorekeeper.
Alright, well, see that wire better than me.
See? I got shooters. My hand judge on 4. 4 coming. 2. Nice. All right, I got shooters. I got hand judges. Shooters, load and make ready.
Load and make ready has been given.
Oh, you and I tied 4 and 4.
Okay. Oh, good. Third time. All right. My hand judges are down. Line's ready.
All right, gunfighters, here come the commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. And the only one we're going to talk about is lane 6 with 783.
You don't need this, right?
No.
Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. And the only one we're going to talk about this time is lane 3 with 653.
Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. And we're just going to talk about lane 6 down here again with 687. The score is not to not, 1 to not to 2.
Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. And nothing 1 and 2, 686 on 3. Nothing 4, 984 on 5. Nothing on 6. So not to not, 2 to not, 1 to 2.
Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. And the only one we're going to talk about is lane 3 with a 646 with a shot win to the S lead.
Okay, 3 and 4, you can step off if you want to. Okay, 3 and 4, freeze.
Here come your... Oh.
Okay, 1 and 2, 5 and 6, this light's for you, and the line is ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. Nothing 1, 2. We got 11-15 on 5, but not quite fast enough for that 8-16 on 6. Shot and win, but there you go, Mike.
Okay, 5 and 6, freeze. 1 and 2, this light's for you. The line is ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. Nada.
Shot count.
This is number 8.
Okay, this is shot number 8 coming up.
Shot 8, gentlemen. Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. Nothing on 1, 446 on 2. Not to 1. Shot number 9.
Righty. Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shoot on the line. Shooters, set. Nada. All right, shot number 10.
Righty, gentlemen. Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. Nada. That was shot number 10. Lane number 2 is in the lead, 1 to not. Your shot and win to the shooters.
Holster gun. Hands off gun. 1 and 6. Now ready. Roll.
We're that right at you. Do you need some extra pens? Good?
No, I got
Okay, I got
All right, I'm going to need 1 volunteer hand judge for lane 6. My next set of hand judges, I need Dirty Dan on 1, Blaze and Bob on 2, Blue Hawk, you're on 3, Outlaw Ike's on 4, and Slow, you're on 5. So I'm going to need a range master also.
Haley.
Good luck, guys.
Easy. Got hand judging on 4. 5.
Ike, you're on 4. So I need a range master, please.
Somebody just sit in. Either or. I'll go either way.
I can hand you.
Hand judge. All right. You can sit in.
All right.
Right here. All right. I got shooters. I got hand judges. Shooters. Loader. Make it ready. shooters. Line's ready.
And here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. And the only one we're going to talk about is lane 1 with a 968.
Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Nothing.
Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. We got 1072 on 1, nothing on 2. We got a 408 on 3, nothing on 4, 5, or 6. Early scores: 2 to not, 1 to not to not.
Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Only one we're going to talk about is lane 1 with a 956. Shot win to Diamondback.
Okay, 1 and 2 freeze. 3, 4, 5, and 6. The slag is for you, and the line is ready.
All right, gunfighters, look at the commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. And the only one we're going to talk about is the 529 on 5.
Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Shot number 7 coming up.
Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. And the only one we're going to talk about is lane 6 for their first peg was 576.
All right, shooters. Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. And the only one we're going to talk about is that 405 on lane 3 for their second peg. Score is 2 to not, 1 to 1. Shot number
9.
This is shot number 9.
9.
Come on, babe.
Line's ready.
Here come your commands. On the line. Shooters set. And the only one we're going to talk about is that 377 on 3. Nothing on 4. Shot win to the Smoke Wagon Kid.
Okay, 3 and 4 freeze. 5 and 6. This light's for you, and the line is ready.
And this is shot number 10.
Shot 10.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Oh, 511 on 5 beats the 531 on 6. And since that's going to be a 2 to 1 lead, shot win to the S-Man. All right, if you just shot, if you can turn around and hand judge, we need 5 volunteer hand judges.
Shooters, holster guns, hands off guns, 1 and 6. Now, and roll.
You can come here.
make me chase you up. I'll get a big old stick and I'll run you.
Sorry, I was not looking.
You got 3? I'd like to know.
Be with me in the meeting section.
Just one ahead of me. We're talking.
Okay, we're gonna need a range master.
Need a range master, and I need 5 volunteer hand judges. On the line, I should have Dirty Dan on 1, Blaze Bob 2, Blue Hawk 3, Outlaw Ike 4, Slow on 5, 3, 4, 5 is a bye round.
I'll take the range.
Johnny Creekside has the range.
Okay, I've got shooters, I've got hand judges. Load and make ready.
That's not true. That's fucked up, Dad. That's really fucked up.
You're on camera. Watch your mouth.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We just talked about cow dung.
Here we go, gunfighters. Hand judges are down, the line is ready.
All right, gunfighters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. And the only one we're going to talk about is that 1028 for winning shot at the bye round, the Blue Hawk.
All right, blue.
I like bye rounds. I like bye rounds.
So we're going to move Outlaw Ike and Slow over 5 and 6.
You can come this way if you want more. Yeah, okay, that way.
Check your guns if they need to. Here we go, gunfighters. Hand judges down, line is ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. We got an 852 on 1, nothing on 2, nothing on 5, and a triple nickels on 6.
How slow can we go? Here we go now. Hand judges are down, line is ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. And the only one we're going to talk about is lane 5 at 602. So we're 1 to 0 and 1 to 1.
Come on, Roberto. Get loose. Here we go, gunfighters. Hand judges are down, line is ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. 775 on 1, nothing on 2, nothing on 5, and a 518 on 6. So 2 to 0, 1 to 2.
Here we go now. Our line is ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. We got a 652 on 1, beats out the 674 on 2 for shot and win to Dirty Dan. We got a 619 on 5, which ties them up 2 to 2. Sudden death down here on 5 and 6.
Players are 5 and 6 only. Hand judges are down. Line is ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. Got a 599 on 5, nothing on 6. Shot and win to the Outlaw Ike. Well, that concludes round 6.
Hands off guns. 1 and 6. Down range. Roll.
I coughed that one up.
Was that
Fastest time of the day, like his fastest time of the day or of
His, Ike's.
yes.
Alrighty, here we go. We're going to start down here at tied
Take
for...
as long to get back to the 5.
Okay. Alright, 28th place. We got Dead on Daisy. We got a 3-way tie for 26th place. Kid Bacon, Mindy, Sour Mash. 25th place, Lone Horse. 24th, Hummingbird. 23rd, Cherokee Bill. 22nd, Ruger Rose. 21st, Slow. 20th, Easy Money. 19th, Smoky Bear. 18th, Little Smoky. 17th, Crazy May. 16th, Dago Mike. 15th, Johnny Creekside. We got a 2-way tie for 13th. JD Derringer and Crazy K. 12th place, Blue Hawk. 11th, Deadeye Rosie. 10th, Diamondback. 9th, Matanzas Kid. In the dreaded 8th place, Blazing Bob. All right, now your magnificent 7th seed, Outlaw Ike.
All right, Ike.
6th seed, Mason Dixon. 5th seed, The Shootist. 4th seed, and in his first match, Dirty Dan.
Oh, congratulations.
3rd seed, S-Man. 2nd seed, S-Lady.
All right, us.
The number 1 seed, the Smoke Wagon Kid.
Good job.
Dirty Dan.
Good job.
Ike and Mason Dixon?
Ike and Mason Dixon, 2 hand judges. Mason, you have one choice, 1 or 2.
Oh, yeah,
So I lied. I'm taking it.
Mason's taking 1.
Ike?
Ike, you're on 2.
Good job, Ike.
Two hand judges.
Get a hand judge.
Come on, I need 1 more.
We want to have 5 ladies?
I got you. Load. Hey, ready. Score table ready. You guys ready? Ready?
Yep.
All right, shooters, here we go. Line's ready.
All right, gunfighters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. 556 on 1, beats the no hit on 2.
All right, shooters, here we go. Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. Nothing on 1, a 6 flat on 2. 1 to 1.
All right, shooters, here we go. Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. Ooh, we got a 580 on 1. Barely edges out that 588 on 2.
All right, shooters, here we go. Line's ready.
And here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. .607 on 1, beats out the 654 on 2, shot and win to Mason Dixon.
Oh, choke clear. Hands off gun, gun range.
That was fun. Try to hang in there with you.
The one that he did for the hot
All right, the shooters is next. Shooters, you have lane choice.
Need 2 hand judges again.
All right, folks, can we get a couple volunteer hand judges up here, please?
2 hand judges.
Preferably nobody that's shooting in the Mag 7.
I got one. One more hand judge.
Yeah, this one.
I can't do it.
All right, I got shooters. I got hand judges. Load and make ready.
Load and make ready has been given.
All right, hand judges are down. Here we go. Line's ready.
All right, gunfighters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. Nada.
Can I watch?
Hey, Diamondback.
Diamondback. You come.
All right, shooters. Here we go. Line's ready.
All right, gunfighters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. And the only one we're going to talk about is lane 2 with a 535, not the 1.
All right, shooters. Here we go. Line's ready.
All right, gunfighters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. And nothing on 1, 518 on 2, not the 2.
All right, shooters. Here we go. Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. Nothing, nada.
Yeah, that never worked.
All right, shooters. Here we go. Line's ready.
And here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. Nothing on 1, 538 on 2. Shot and win to Mason Dixon.
All right, I'm down.
Hands
Hands off guns. Downrange. Good job, son.
All right, that's going to bring Dirty Dan up to the line. Dirty Dan, you get lane choice. 1 or 2. All right, Dirty Dan's going to take 1. He's going to leave Mason Dixon where he's at. The shooters comes over, he gets lane choice. He's going to take lane 3 against Outlaw Ike on lane 4.
You don't need the light. You glow in the dark already.
Just got on one. Didn't miss.
One more hand, Judge.
Need one more volunteer hand judge.
Okay.
Lone Horse is coming up.
I got shooters. I got hand judges. Load and make ready.
Load and make ready.
Sun came out. He's losing weight.
Why doesn't it work for me that way?
Girl gets me because I speak dog. Working with him for 5
You're
years.
hitting the other side.
Yeah, Enoch does like
Everybody loaded? Everybody ready? Here we go, shooters. Line's ready.
All right, gunfighters, here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. And nothing on 1, 548 on 2. 538 on 3, nothing on 4. Not to 1, 1 to not.
Long as you see a hit on that?
Yeah, 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock? Oh, okay, I see it. 2:45.
All right, shooters, here we go. Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. And that was a good warm-up shot.
All right, shooters, here we go. Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. And the only one we're going to talk about is lane 4 with a 609. So we're not to 1 and 1 to 1.
I was about to say, I was watching something. You were coming out of it.
All right, shooters, here we go. Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. And the only one we're going to talk about this time is lane 3 with a 528.
I just focused on
Not to 1, 2 to 1.
to stop trying and lock it in the side.
It's on the ball.
On the ball.
It's funny. I was watching.
Yeah.
And then the more you come out here and do it, the more you'll find it out.
That, I went from last time.
All right, shooters, here we go. Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line.
Stopped hitting me.
Shooters, set.
Pretty much on the plate.
You found that correct.
And we're just going to talk about lane 4 with a 643. Tied it up.
From there, then it's just.
We're not to 1 on 1 and 2, and 2 to 2, sudden death on 3 and 4.
It feels good when you're at the go. So you come up and you're like, oh yeah, we just do that again. And it's right there. It's like, all right, I know I'm
Yeah.
All right, shooters, here we go. Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set.
freaking.
And we got a 770 on one, but not quite fast enough for that. 576 on two. Nothing 3 and 4. So now we're not to 2 and 2 to 2.
Doesn't matter the time. It's just 3 solid back to back. And then I'm happy.
All right, shooters, here we go. Line ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set.
Doesn't matter if I'm gonna lose today. I hit out. That's all that matters.
We got nothing on one. 554 on two for shot and win to Mason Dixon. We got a 548 on 3, which barely edges out that 659. Wait for it on 4 there for shot and win to the shootist.
He did say he shoots.
Congratulations, Ally. You finished in 7th place today. Good shooting.
You know, there's a little bit of target practice out there. Playing duck hunt on Nintendo. Oh,
It's not even given. Maybe on one of these little leagues here.
So that's going to bring up the S-Man, and he gets lane choice.
One's good.
Going to move Dirty Dan on over, and he gets lane choice.
Take one? Yeah, take one. You look comfortable there.
Here you go.
I was. I moved back to right.
Young man, take the hand, Judge, please.
Thank you, brother.
I got shooters. I got hand judges. Load and make ready.
Load and make ready has been given.
Hey, treat that.
Hey, that's one more.
They packed up. Alright, shooters, hand judges are down. Here we go. Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. And just track shot.
He's bothering you. He's wind blowing in the wind. Alright, shooters, here we go. Line's ready.
And here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Nothing on 1, a 487 on 2, nothing on 3, and a 531 on 4. Not the 1, not the 1.
Alright, shooters, here we go. Line's ready.
And here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Nada.
Alright, shooters, here we go. Line's ready.
And here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set.
I got him a BB gun.
Nothing on 1, 524 on 2, nothing 3 and 4. Not the 2, not the 1.
Yeah.
Come on, Dirty Dan. No, I don't. Go Mason.
Alright, shooters, here we go. Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. We got nothing on 1, a 512 on 2. Shot and win to Mason Dixon. Got a 790 on 3, nothing on 4. Ties them up 1-1.
I was gonna say I keep my feet here till something happens this time.
Alright, 1 and 2 freeze. 3 and 4, here we go. Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. $718 on 3, but not fast enough for that 559 on 4. 1-2.
right, shooters, here we go. Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. Nothing on 3, 575 on 4 for shot and win to the shooters. Congratulations, Dirty Dan. You finished 6th place today. Great shoot.
Good. Down range. A lot of people go a long time before they make the mag 7.
I should have done that.
I've been waiting for someone to put me back in the shade, so thank you.
Best man, how you doing?
No, you see orange is very stable.
So that's going to bring up S. Lee. Looks like she's taking lane 2. So you're going to have Mason Dixon on 1. S. Lady on 2.
Hey, Judge.
Got the S. Man on 3.
No, I was talking about
And
my
the
line.
shooters
All
on
right,
4.
I got shooters. I got hand judges. Load and make ready.
Come on, Cracker.
All righty, hand judges are down. Here we go. Line's ready.
And here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. And we got a 523 on 1, nothing on 2, nothing on 3, 476 down here on 4. So we're 1 to not to 1.
We're just going to shoot.
Well, I'm heavy. All right, shooters, here we go. Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. And the only one we're talking about is lane 2 with a 680. So we're 1 to 1 and not to 1.
All right, shooters, here we go. Line's ready.
And here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. Got a 545 on 1, beats the 669 on 2, nothing on 3, 520 down here on 4. So we're 2 to 1 and not to 2.
All right, shooters, here we go. Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set. 588 on 1, beats the 699 on 2. Shot and win to Mason Dixon.
I like those glasses. What you got?
1 and 2, freeze. 3 and 4.
Make them in my
Here we
size.
go. Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters, set.
Think they make them that they fit me. I like to get them.
535 on 3, beat out by the 508 on 4. Shot and win to the shooters.
Unload, open.
Congratulations, S. Man. You finished 5th place today. Great shooting.
Here goes one.
Can I pick now?
Oh, they are sharp. Oh, big. That's pretty cool, Clint.
I appreciate it. I just want to last three over here. Puts me back in the sun. I put another one.
I can never yard.
Yes, you can.
So that's going to bring the Smoke Wagon Kid up. He's taking lane 1, moving Mason Dixon back over lane 2. S. Lady's taking 3, leaving the shooters on 4.
Yeah, he's the bad guy.
Our winner of the Magnificent 7 is on the line right now.
Yeah, right.
Wow. Where'd you get it from?
Where'd my hand judge go?
You got one coming.
All right, thank you, sir. Thank you. All right, I got shooters. I got hand judges. Load and make ready.
Yeah, I think he just found. That's what they said.
Line's ready.
All right, gunfighters, looking at commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set.
I think I've seen Sonic. Yeah,
403 on 1, nothing 2, 3, or 4.
On the television. That's what I thought. Yeah.
All right, shooters, here we go. Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. Nothing 1, 2, 3. We got a 556 down here on 4.
Hey, Chill.
Yes.
So 1 to not to 1.
Oh, okay.
All right, shooters, here we go. Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set.
What'd you see?
Got a 449 on 1, beats the 517 on 2. 651 on 3, beats the no hit on 4. So we're 2 to not and 1 to 1.
All right, shooters, here we go. Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set.
No, it's kind of hard.
409 on 1, beats the 523 on 2. Shot and wins to the Smoke Wagon Kid. 643 down here on 3, beats the no hit on 4. We're now 2 to 1.
1 and 2, freeze. 3 and 4, here we go. Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set.
No, I don't think so. Stand up. Step back.
No.
There you go. Go get it.
All right, shooters, here we go. Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set.
I'm telling you, I got no luck. You're a wise guy.
You got 743 on 3, nothing on 4. Shot and win to this lady.
All right, this lady, good job.
Congratulations, shooters. You finished 4th place today. Great shoot.
Hands off good. Downrange. Good job, S lady.
So that's going to move Mason Dixon on over here to take on the S lady. Where,
So good
let's see,
shooting.
hold on a second. I think she gets lane choice still. Yes, she does. She has lane choice.
Say that again, son.
You're not staying in the same lane, S lady?
Alexander.
I would have made him move too.
I would have stayed right where she was at.
Is that your whole name?
All righty.
Load and make ready.
Load and make ready has been given. Smoke Wagon Kid sitting in the catbird seat, waiting on the winner of this.
That's pretty cool.
Winner goes on for a chance for the win. Loser gets 3rd place. It's still not too shabby for
You know my
today.
middle name? Mario. Just like Mario Brothers.
All right, head judges are down. Line's ready.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Pick in the commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set.
Well, tell me. No
No.
way. Drag racing? Mario Kart. Well, that's... No way. Is the rainbow track?
Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. 558 on 3, 670 on 4. 1 to not.
Is Yoshi in it?
Here we go,
I don't know
shooters.
who Yoshi
Line's ready.
is. Yoshi's not in it.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set.
You didn't think I Princess Peach, did you?
Nothing on 3, 6, 6, 5 on 4. Tied 1 to 1. She's in the bullseye.
That's right.
You know, from Luigi,
Crack that
right?
lens.
Mario's brother.
Crack that lens.
Oh, that's the one that was bent right?
Those bugs bother you.
That one's been
Safety
cracked.
violation. It was Carson Dixon taking her out.
Mason shot it.
All right, here we go. Line's ready.
I can't
Here
help
comes
it.
your command. Shooters on line.
I have bugs.
Shooters set. 7-19 on 4, nothing on 3. Not 1 to 2.
You smack them, they'll be done.
Come on, Mason.
All right, shooters, here we go. Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on line. Shooters set. Nothing on 3. 6-9 on 4. Yacht and win.
All
Yes,
right,
lady.
Esley. Good job.
Hot dog.
Good job.
Shoot.
Yes, household shooting against each other. Get him, S lady. Don't take no snap from him.
Hands off guns. Down there.
Can I pull a little bit?
All right, here we go. Winner is on the line. Now, S Lady, you have 1 X, he has none. So in order to win it, you've got to beat him twice.
All right, load him back ready.
1 round at a time. You beat him this round, switch lanes, do it again.
Slow's job is to drive you around in circles.
All right, hand judges are down. Here we go. Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. .641 on 3, nothing on 4, 1 to not.
All right, shooters, here we go. Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. 696 on 3, not quite fast enough for that. 423 on 4, 1 to 1.
Make him work for it.
All right, shooters, here we go. Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. .636 on 3, not quite fast enough for that. 442 on 4, 1 to 2.
Line's ready.
Here come your commands. Shooters on the line. Shooters set. 652 on 3, but not fast enough for that. 413 on 4. Shot and win. For the smoke wagon kid.
All right. Game over.
All right, S Lady, you finished second place today.
Range is
Great
cold.
shooting.
Good job. Good job, people.
And your Magnificent 7 winner, the smoke wagon kid.
All right. I'd like to get a Mag 7 picture. Everybody up there, I'm going to do a Mag 7 picture.
I can hit, but then my tongue is stuck.
Everybody on the line for a Mag 7 picture.
Huh? I'm gonna put this.
Oh, yeah.
Get the picture out of the way and we'll circle.
Everybody else on the line. I don't remember who was up there. You know me later.
That was number 3.
Yeah, number 3. Do 1 down there. Oh, 1, 2. Yeah.
Oh, 1 down there.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who's the other guy? Who else was on the line?
But I believe I left.
Oh, did I leave?
Yeah, well.
Get together, pretend you know each other.
Alright.
Closer together, please. Okay.
I can't leave.
Ike left? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Dirty Dan in first place. Good shooting, everybody.
I don't want to knock his camera to take the picture.
And we got S-Man fifth place. Good shooting, buddy. And we got the shooters. Come over here. Excellent.
Good job, folks.
And then you got Mason Dixon, third. That's our shooter. You got S-Man. He's a good shooter. You get a hug.
Good job.
Swagger kid.
Okay. Hi. Watch out the way, babe.
Good shooting, y'all. Good shooting.
That's why I messed up against S
Alright.
lady. Put it all over.
Close together, guys. A little closer. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good shooting, guys. Appreciate it.
Hold still, Jill.
Oh, yeah.
Like the stuff around here.
You like this part, but not that, not this part?
It's, well,
I thought I had dropped it or something. Ask me about it later.
Great shoot, man.
Hi, smoke wagon.
I'll make it, I'll just make a tennis trap.
Because I lost a few hours, so I had to make the golf cart.
Okay, I got you. And the watch.
Tell you what, he's been in the